The startling conclusion is this: even an agreed-upon complete lack of evidence could not stop President Trump, Mark Meadows, and their allies from trying to overturn the results of a free and fair election. So let's return to that meeting at the White House on the evening of December 18.
And we were pushing back, and we were asking one simple question as a general matter. Where is the evidence? So,
what response did you get?
A disregard, I would say, a general disregard for the importance of actually backing up what you say with facts.
What this clip actually uncovers is, only the greatest evil known to man. No exaggeration, let me explain. Quote, a general disregard, I would say, in backing up what you say with facts. The president's own lawyer said this. His White House counsel, Pat Cipollone, testifying during the Jan 6 hearing, said about a president trying to overturn an election even by violent means. He had a disregard for facts? Horrible as a personality trait, intolerable to be around, impossible to trust. But when you are in charge of the United States of America, and therefore also the world, and you are using that total disregard for facts to overturn an election, it is an evil force that must be stopped no matter what, and stopped immediately.
Mr. Cipollone, with the conclusions of Matt Morgan, of Bill Barr, of all of the individuals who evaluated those claims, that there is no evidence of election fraud sufficient to undermine the outcome in any particular state.
Yes, I agree with that.
Facts are the only way that you maintain a coherent society. It's the only way you maintain a world that is not just chaotic and horrible to live in. We all knew going in, Trump was one of the most prolific liars in history. We knew he'd go far with his lies too. We knew he'd lie to be racist, like with the birther conspiracy he used to try to discredit the nation's first black president and make us unstable, make us hate each other more. But we didn't know until all this unfolded after the 2020 election and the Jan 6 attempted coup that he would be willing to lie to even take down our entire country, to overthrow the greatest democracy on planet Earth, all for the ego of one very disturbed little man. Literally tried to overthrow our democracy. And even crazier than that, if that's even possible, is he is still trying, right now, to end our democracy. He keeps pushing this big, destructive, dangerous lie constantly at rallies all around the country. And America, being the leader of the entire planet, means Trump was willing and is willing to also destroy all of it. Our civilization, the human experiment itself. Just throw it all out. Throw it into utter chaos just because of his insatiable, bratty need to always be the center of attention. All of America and all of Earth be damned. In his mind, he's more important than all of it, than all 8 billion of us. And so he should be allowed to burn it down if he doesn't get his way. Can you think of a greater evil? In all of human history, there's just a few who tie. Because we clearly cannot survive in a post-truth era. We cannot live in a lawless world full of chaos. And Donald Trump is the reason. He is the reason our democracy is now on the ropes. He is the reason why our country is now on the ropes. And therefore, why the planet is. The Jan 6 committee is doing a great job and trying very hard to bring us back. But ultimately, it will be up to the Justice Department to indict him, and all of us putting pressure on them to do so, and to follow that up with a conviction, whether or not we come back from the brink or fall off the cliff, becoming a great nation only in the past. Whether we stand up for our ideals and our values when it matters most, or whether we crumble in cowardice like the Uvalde police, waiting in the hall while everything we care about dies. It's up to us. And time is running out. This disease is spreading. Nearly all Republicans in power still back the man who is currently, right now, trying to destroy our democracy. If we don't fix this problem, then our country will be lost. Even his former campaign manager, Brad Parscale, said his actions leading up to and on Jan 6 was, quote, a sitting president asking for civil war. Close quote. And like the slow-talking Republican hero judge Michael Luttig testified to the committee, Trump is still a clear and present danger, as are his allies. If we don't stop that cold in its tracks, finally, and hold this monster accountable to the fullest extent of the law, then we never cared about this place that much in the first place. And I refuse to believe that's true. I care about this country, and I know that you do too. And what Trump did and is still doing is, of course, treason, simply because it meets the definition, and defining things determines what they are. Treason is not just conspiring to overthrow the government. It requires also an assemblage of men to do so. And Trump assembled them, didn't he? And you simply don't get to try to tear down an entire country just for your ego, just for your own self-interest, and particularly not a country as great as America. Our Constitution, the document that we are bound to follow, all of us, makes very clear that the punishment for treason is, and I quote, death, or shall be imprisoned not less than 5 years. Close quote. Now, no one thinks that the harsher of those two, albeit very different options, will actually be Trump's punishment by our courts. But I make the point to make clear that this crime is no joke. And so if we are to keep any seriousness as a nation, his punishment must be severe. And it must come as soon as possible. And it must come with a warning to any who dare consider trying it again that you will suffer severe consequences for messing with all of us. Our nation is not your closet of toys. With great power comes great responsibility. And if we don't punish people for throwing that responsibility into the trash, then we are not worthy of the values we claim. For Rebel HQ, I'm Ben Gleib. You can follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm dropping new videos there every day. And if you can, please support my Patreon. I've got lots of perks like personal video hangs with me, patreon.com/Ben Gleib. And despite the seriousness of this video, stay tuned for my second stand-up comedy special dropping next month. It's funny, I promise. And we need something to laugh at, other than our leaders.